Bro, I've seen the visit list girl on TikTok and about like few clips, and I just want to talk about it. I wrote some notes. It's about her being very materialistic and stuff like that. I skimmed through it like 20 minutes. I'm not gonna watch the 40-minute video, guys. I'm not retarded. Come on, yeah. Come on, yeah. So I basically skimmed through this. Oh my god, she's so beautiful. I've been telling you, Turkish girls are the prettiest. I got heartbroken by the prettiest Turkish girl. She was from Germany, fake, double D, like everything. I swear to god, I thought she was the one. The wizard list girl, you can just tell she's Turkish. Oh my god, Turkish is so beautiful. Turkish girls are so beautiful, bro. 10 out of 10 Turkish girl is better than 10 out of 10 brunettes, if you get what I mean, you know. But 7 out of 10 Turkish girl is definitely not better than 7 out of 10 brunettes, if you get what I mean. I've seen a lot of Asians and it's pissing me off, bro. Y'all know I hate low-key chains, cause like, bro, the Asian people now getting a little bit too sassy. Like, I don't know how to describe it. Everybody looks the same, everybody acts the same, everybody listen to Keshi and everything. I'm like, low-key, like that pissing me off. So nowadays I will try to look like a crackhead. So, but anyways, let's watch it. I made some points. I made some pointers. So let me put my smart goggles on. Goggles. She was talking about her background, not background necessarily, but also background. She was talking how she's fatherless. I shouldn't be laughing. She was saying how she was very manipulated by a man. She was basically trapped by a man with these tactics, and she had some intuition, girls. But the thing is, I watched this before. I can show you some reactions.
It was literally like my heart dropped into my stomach.
Bro, she's so pretty though.
Upon anyone.
It's so good to listen to a bad bitch. Like here's like, I feel like, although now, listening to a woman is always great, but listening to a bad bitch, oh my god, she's so pretty. I'm just looking.
Bro, one of the things I've seen very weird is like these type of girls with intuition. Guys, never believe your intuition. If you read some of the few books, free will is never free. Free will doesn't exist. So let me tell you, intuition never works, especially on a man. Guys, it is not intuition, it's a fucking right call. Like, if you see someone doing some shit, it's not intuition, bro. It is just a fact. The problem is, girl is calling everything intuition, bro. What is wrong with y'all? Everything is intuition. You will see a sun on the 34th degree and you will see it's gonna be a bad day of the intuition. Like, bro, that's not how it works. It doesn't exist. If the intuition was real, I would bet yesterday on the green and win a fucking bang, bro. A fucking bang if I hit that green. And based off intuition. But you know what's wrong with my intuition and betting on green? Every time I go to online roulette, I always have intuition to bet on green because I'm a gambling addict. And same goes for you hoes that are into intuition. You guys are fucking crazy. You don't know what is intuition. Like, let's be real. She was saying some bullshit. I really don't know what it means.
Like, with our souls connecting. And I realize now that it can be a soulmate kind of situation, but it can also be a karmic.
What the fuck is karmic? I skimmed through this. I heard karmic. What the fuck is that? Is that a new word for labubu? Or like, what is going on? Like, I swear to god, I don't know what is karmic. Also, what I found very weird is for a girl with this type of like category of YouTube style, like belief, intuition and stuff, she deadass just moved from one country to Dubai. Like, what the hell? Dubai alone with that guy? I find it very weird. Like, are you stupid? Like, why would you move? Like, from a context of you being you, why would you move for a guy? I told ya, she would hate person like me because I'm lazy, I'm broke. I will always stay broke. Even I'm rich, I will tell a girl I will be broke because I'm not paying for anything. No, I'm kidding. But you know what I mean? Like, why is she moving to a whole nother country for a man? So my next point is, she basically was talking about her man like treating and stalking her. She got a bad intuition, bro. The girl got stalked. She was getting stalked. And the first thing she said, my intuition. Like, bro, it's not intuition. He was stalking you. He was stalking you. Like, what are you saying? And she find it very weird. But then, let's just watch.
What's going on with my life? And
she just wanted to move on from that stalker weirdo, right?
I just wouldn't really respond anymore because I didn't want to give him any hope.
Now listen.
My friend, and she also wouldn't really reply. And then I remember one day he called me and I did pick up and I was like, hey, what's up? And then he was like, look, I really want you to be my wife. Like, I just know you're supposed to be my wife. And he's like, I want to do anything for you. Like, I want to take care of you. Like, send me your bank account details or your PayPal. Like, I want to prove to you that I really want to do anything for you. This is my problem. Okay.
I'll tell you my first problem. This is why I can't compete with rich people. Like, why are you doing this? This is why the game is dead. Like, every time I have a face card, everything, bro, the bank account is a crazy part to bring into your game, bro. Like, I wish I was rich, because I would flame all these. He's ruining the game of fucking Playboy. Like, why are you giving free money, giving bracelets? This is too much for me, and that's why I'm out. I cannot compete in this type of environment. They're ruining the game with all the money shit. The inflation in the game is getting worse and worse. Because essentially girls are looking for a trick, and I'm not tricking. But a lot of these rich men will trick whenever they want. That's my problem. But let's go to her problem.
I don't really get attracted to men. I just get attracted when they do something for me that is like they're taking care of me. Now, where does this stem from? It stems from not having a father figure in my life.
I shouldn't be laughing. That is very true. That is probably very true. And what I want to add is, I think the problem with her is she had always a high standards. So girl, listen to me, girls. You know I'm a feminist. At core, I am feminist. I've always been next to a girl. That's why I'm watching this. That's why I'm gonna give you a tip. I think you gotta be a little bit a hoe. Hold on now. Let me give you my reasons. So, the reason I think you should be a little bit a hoe and not always a good girl is you would never be in this situation. You would never be in this situation. And let me tell you why. I genuinely feel like the visualist girl, even though she's very intuition, she has her standards, but she's very naive when it comes to like a lot of game, you know. She doesn't have the game knowledge like I do, because I'm a man. I basically create the fucking bible of that thing. I create the bible of the game. I know every play in the book by book. I'm really literally the coach and the player. Like, come on, dude. But if she was a hoe, she would know that guy is not something for love, but that guy is something for to finesse. That guy was a trick. That was a 101 trick. Send me your bank account. I want to be your wife. Did you see the little baby thing? The little baby was about to give 500 Rolls Royce. Like, what the fuck? What the fuck? Just to get some fucking head. Like, come on now. That was a trick. Little baby is a trick. And the OnlyFans demon knew it. A hoe will know what is the trick and what is real love, you know? And I think that's what a lot of girls are missing. You guys are missing being a hoe a little bit. But not too much a hoe. I'm just like meaning like you need to differentiate between a trick that just want to get basically a love and not love but like fake love. I believe for her having too much high standards, she never met a guy like that. You know, she never met a guy like that. She could not interact. Let's move, keep on moving. This is not everything. She had no father figure as well.
In my life, I'm not looking for a partner, or I'm not looking to be in love. I'm looking to have that stable feeling of a parent or a father loving you. Like, that's the void that I feel. But then the issue is, obviously, in the relationship, I'm not that in love. Because who would be in love with their
She is
father?
so pretty though. Oh my
Or a
god.
representation of their father. No one would. But when someone, like a man, does something for me big, like for example Landon, he told me send me your PayPal. So I was like, okay, let me do it. Let's see what he does.
No. Let's see what he does.
And
It's
then I thought,
crazy.
wow, like, he's literally sending me $10,000, so I would reply to his messages. And then I thought, wow, like maybe
Bitch, you're an escort. If you report, like you responded, you're basically OnlyFans with like fucking high fucking pay rate. Like, oh my god, like that is crazy. The thing is, I get her. She never had a father. Like, she doesn't know how a father figure works. I don't know. I just think it is very weird. Like I said, back in the last vid, I said I don't agree with all her viewpoints because the viewpoints she gives are very reasonable, but the context of her saying it makes it like different from mine, you know. Like, I agree with her points, but her points stems from something else than mine. That's why she's in this trouble, because the view she has of a man is very materialistic, you know. She said, oh, give her banquets and give her like that, like it's a small things, but it really isn't. Like, giving flowers costs a lot of money, especially for a small girl, and she's really putting that out there to the world. Like, I'm not saying giving flowers is the fucking dead, like you should not do it, but like they charge a lot of money. They charge a lot of, but you're basically saying who gives me more roses means that they love me more. Like, that is so stupid. Like, you know what I wanted to give to the world and to the girls out there? Feminism. So for me, I think what she needs to understand is not the copium of, oh, I never had a father, I always look for a man that gives me stability and stuff like that. I think that is not entirely false, but I think what she's looking for is unconditional love. I think she doesn't understand unconditional love well enough, because she would never be in this situation. From back in the vid, I told you before, I agree with her viewpoints, but I disagree a lot of them, because her viewpoints are very right, but from the context of her and my viewpoint is very different. She basically said, oh, just give her flowers and stuff like that. It's nothing crazy, but it is. Like, it's always money or like receiving someone. So basically you're competing with a man who gives you more, you know, versus like unconditional love that you receive. It's just different. And the thing is, unconditional love is very hard to spot in the present. You always have to look backwards to understand unconditional love. So what I mean by that, look at my mom. My mom, if I just look at her now with no context, I just see a hardworking woman, or just a working woman, right? But looking back at it, she's been working very hard, like very hard for a long time just for me. And that is very unconditional love. I think it is for her hard to understand, especially she's come from Asian household, Middle Eastern, and also she doesn't have a father. So it's like missing 50%, and also Asian families are based on unconditional love. You will not see a lot of moms saying I love you, you know, and stuff like that, nearly as black people or like white people. And that's just the culture of it. That is very true. But my family, I can put my fire into the hand, they love me the most. And that's very hard to understand.
Maybe I should give him a chance, because look how, like, what he's doing, like a big thing to do, you know what I mean? And it's not even that I care
Oh my
about the
god,
money.
she's so
I don't,
pretty.
because I gave all that money to my fans on Instagram. It's not about the money. It was more like, oh wow, like he does this big thing. And with my ex, I had the same thing that I repeated again, which is so stupid. I should not have done this. But with my ex, it was like, I met him and I didn't really like him. I was not attracted to him.
Oh my god.
I went back home. He wanted me to come back, and he wanted like to have a relationship with me, and I kept saying no. And then he bought me a Rolex, which was
A guy like me would never do that, because I don't manipulate girls, and secondly, I'm broke for that shit. But you know what I mean? Girls, never be based off, even though it's not intention to be very charismatic, your viewpoints will make you seem like that. Let me take my Googles off, bro. It's pissing me off. So I don't want to watch through all of it, because I don't want to give my opinions on something that I didn't watch fully. But these 3 steps that I just told you, what you want to learn as a girl, as a feminist to another feminist, is learn how to spot and acknowledge the unconditional love. Because unconditional love from someone that loves you is the most precious thing that anyone can give. And it is hard to do unconditional love because it takes a while to acknowledge, right? And I think the problem with her is she took big gifts, and basically sped up the process of unconditional love, you know? Like, that's why you have a relationship nowadays is very sped up. But back in the day, the relationship was, I think, would be a little bit longer than nowadays. Now a lot of people jump into conclusion, and that's why a lot of relationship doesn't work, because like it's very sped up and you don't really see the unconditional love going to that person, you know? You don't know if he is like ride or die type of person, because like it's way too fast to, you know, understand. You just have this type of weird intuition that they will be. Give yourself a lot of more time. Be very nice to yourself, trust yourself, and don't be fooled by a man giving you a lot of things. Because if you see a lot nowadays, I feel like a lot of guys really love bomb instead of actually doing actions. That's a new meta, guys. Like, that's the new meta from a guy. I'm leaking the secrets, I don't care. From what I've seen a lot of changes in the meta, that guys are dropping a lot of like sending bombs, sending like text bomb, love bombs, and then sending gifts, because they don't have time to wait for you to acknowledge their unconditional love. So that's what I've seen. A lot of guys don't really wait, are not patient. They just want to fuck, like, essentially, and they will do anything to speed up the process. Even I do it sometimes, right? But like, not to that crazy point. So that's what you gotta be careful with, because this is very common amongst guys to do that. And the thing is, it comes from a girl saying like, oh, I want to see a lot of more action, I don't want to see that. And I think that comes from very big misunderstanding of girls thinking like love is something that needs to be action. That it is, but they come from unconditional love. They don't come from getting received like gifts and receiving this type of stuff, you know. It's not wrong, but it's just like from different viewpoint that they have. It's from like the love they want is not from them guys gifting gifts. It's a guy being there for a long time and being a person that you can fall on, and that is very long process to build on. But they misconstructed it as giving gifts, as love bombing. That is not a real thing, guys. And that's all I want to say. I have too much. I actually tried yesterday to make this vid, but I have too much again. But anyways, I hope I can help a lot of you girls. I hope I can help a lot of guys to be a support over girls that are being very deceived by these games in the rulebook, guys. I leaked the rulebook, I'm sorry, but you know, a real player will find a new rulebook. Like, come on now. Anyways, bye. Love y'all.
When I put the 3 inside her, I put her in trance, and I smell rich.